Opinion disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by Just Our Opinion podcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any of our sponsors. Any content provided by our guest or authors are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything.
See, funny thing about love is you never really know when it's coming, but you better believe you'll know when it's there. True story. I must have been searching, though I wasn't looking for much. Checking out the scene, wasn't trying to get my numbers up. You know I keep it cool. I prefer to stay in the cut. Don't want no attention on me when I'm trying to shake the blues up off me. But then I saw your face, it caused my heart to race. Girl, you're looking like $1,000,000. Something about the way you strut your stuff. Oh, girl, you're fine as you wanna. What I'm supposed to do? Something told me got time to lose. Go ahead and bust a move. Funny thing about love, when it comes and goes, you never know. So you gotta keep your heart exposed, and you can be sure there's no cause and no cure. And if it wants you, oh, it'll come and find you. Fall back just a little. Don't wanna lead you on. Don't wanna push a feeling and make the feeling go. You see, I got your number, but still I ain't used the phone, no. I let it breathe for a minute, baby. Next thing I know, you call. Damn. One thing I know about love, you never know when it's coming, but you sure know it when it does. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure it's what you want. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Funny thing about love, when it comes and goes, you never know. So you gotta keep your heart exposed, and you can be sure there's no cause and no cure. And when it wants you, oh, it'll come and find you. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you never know when it's coming, but you sure know it when it does. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure.
Kalaka.
What's poppin'?
What's up, peeps?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Welcome to Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Mike.
And Ty.
And today we are talking about betrayal.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Y'all know we fresh off a taste of Black Spirit, so I apologize for us being a little tardy today. It's been a long couple of days, but we got a heck of a show prepared for y'all. Y'all know how we do. Y'all see Mike still messing with stuff in the background. So again, I apologize because again, we're just coming off a taste of Black Spirits. We've been in New York all week, so I can't wait to tell y'all everything about it. If you missed it and you're in New York, I'm sorry, because that event was freaking epic.
Fire.
I am so excited. I'm so excited for what's to come with Taste of Black Spirits, Black Spirits Legacy. Shout out to our guy Lazar, because he had a hell of a vision and he about to do the damn thing. So before anything else, we set up. We good? We good? We good? We good? All right, fellas, let's go.
Let's go. Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win.
Yo, and speaking of Taste of Black Spirits, tonight we are featuring some really good vodkas. City Nights.
City Nights vodka.
City Nights vodka and their hemp infused vodka. So we got the honey apple and hemp. We have the pineapple lemonade and hemp.
Yeah.
And we have the ginger honey and hemp.
Yeah, that ginger honey might be good too. What I'm drinking right now is the what is this? The pineapple
Lemonade.
Pineapple lemonade.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good vodka. Amazing people. Again, this was one of those Black Girl Magic companies that we talked about because Taste of Black Spirits in Brooklyn Black Girl Magic kind of took over.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did they ever?
Man, I was so excited about that.
Yeah.
Like just watching
The excellence.
just the excellence. You know what I'm saying? I was really excited about that. Like I felt like dang near every interview I did was, some chick that looked like me, you know what I'm saying, sitting there like, nah, and that's what I did, and that's how I came up with it.
Yeah, make you feel like we moving in a good direction.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
If they can do it,
So can I.
So can I.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Just proud.
Absolutely.
So.
The other thing that got me was how many of these brands were birthed out of the pandemic.
Right.
I forgot about that because they talked about that quite a bit in Liquid.
Yeah. Like it was so many things that was birthed in the pandemic. I said it during the pandemic. If you did not come up or if you did not take that opportunity and that time to explore what really makes you happy and what you really want to do, you lost out because we were literally given the opportunity and the time
To perfect
something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or at least begin the process
exactly.
of your craft.
Exactly.
Learn about it.
Exactly. So, I mean, what else did you have to do other than sit at home and research and learn and
Netflix?
Exactly. So, if you was just one of them people that was sitting up scamming and watching Netflix, then you squandered an opportunity. And I saw that full fledged during Taste of Black Spirits this past weekend because there was so many people that did not squander that time, that did not take advantage, that did not take advantage of the free time that they were given, and they made greatness out of it and greatness to come and generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of the brands that was at Taste of Black Spirits. Right. I truly, truly enjoyed New York. I truly, truly enjoyed myself at Taste of Black Spirits. I do got some gripes about New York, but I mean, it's the city of lights.
Nope.
Like I got a couple New York gripes, but it's the typical stuff that a tourist would say about New York. Like, oh my God, why is there no parking? And oh my God, why is there people everywhere? And I'm a country girl at heart. I'm one of those girls that like land and like my space and things like that. So New York was just a culture shock for me.
For sure.
New York was awesome.
Oh no, New York.
People were great. The city is amazing, and we truly enjoyed ourselves and can't wait till we come back.
I agree with every bit of that. However, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm going to say that as a chick that enjoys space and land, that New York was definitely a culture shock for me. I had been to New York before, but I had never done New York like we did New York for Taste of Black Spirits. Like we really did New York for Taste of Black Spirits. So it was a shock for me. Like it was really different and. It was just like, I felt like it was just a lot. Like we were out at like 4:00 in the morning and it looked like it was like 3 in the afternoon. The amount of people was out. Like it was crazy. I was like, how is it 4 in the morning? And all these people just walking up and down the street and, chilling. I'm like, y'all, when they said New York is a city that never sleeps, they really, really meant that. Like y'all earned that because I've never seen anything like that.
They won the award.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So before we get started kicking it about this topic of betrayal, y'all know what time it is. Mike, you got a fresh beat today?
I think so.
All right, let's go. Y'all know what time it is. Make sure you stop what you're doing. Follow, share, subscribe. Make sure you share it with all your friends and your family. Let's go.
A little tired today, but we're gonna do what we got. a taste of black spirit. It's J-O-O, so you know you got to hear it. We back and it's Wednesday. Yo, it's 8 o'clock. So go and share the page, cause the party don't stop. Yeah, I'm tired, but I gotta keep going for the brand. I got Robin, Mike, Ty, we call him man. Understand, I got a plan, and you know you gotta share it with your friends to the end. Let the show begin, friend. Share the page.
All right.
Yeah. Straight off the dome.
Straight off the dome and off the road.
Right.
Can you turn my headphones up?
Sure,
please?
sir. There you go. How's
Appreciate you.
I know you had that in you tonight.
that? Nah, I didn't.
I know you had that in you tonight.
I did not.
Shout out to Mike Jones with a fresh one from Off the Dome Records on
Right.
his lips and on his dome. Let's
It must
go.
be the City Nights.
Got to be the City Nights. Speaking of City Nights, I have tagged them in the comments. Make sure y'all check them out. Make sure y'all like their page. Make sure y'all share. Shout them out in the comments. Find out how you can get your hands on the brand. They're pinned to the top of the comments. So check out City Nights Vodka.
Oh, yeah, good old 70 proof. I didn't know. I learned something.
Oh, it's
70 proof.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got to ease up on
Oh,
that.
you got to ease up on that.
70 proof for all my vodka drinkers. Yeah,
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, tonight we're talking about betrayal. How to overcome betrayal, how to maneuver betrayal, how to deal with betrayal.
So, I mean, first, I guess we got to start with a betrayal.
Or
Which
I was going to say,
okay,
let's start by
identify
identifying
betrayal.
betrayal. I think betrayal could come in a lot of different forms and from a lot of different people. The betrayal you feel from your family is not necessarily the betrayal you would feel from a coworker or something like that. However, you can feel betrayed by both. It doesn't sting the same. I think betrayal from family and close friends sting more than betrayal from somebody you're doing business with or something like that. Don't get me wrong. If you mess with my bag, it stings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you mess with my bag, that's going to sting
Definitely.
regardless. But I think when it's homegrown betrayal, I guess that's what I want to call it. Homegrown betrayal, it has a bit more of an ouch factor to it.
I mean, I think for me, it don't leave a sting to me.
Betrayal?
Yeah. Because I look at it as that's who you really was in the beginning. Like that's who you were. And I'm glad I found out now. So now, like once the betrayal has happened, I'm like, now I'm done.
So question, does betrayal really mean that somebody honestly had malicious intent? Because I think somebody can betray you and not necessarily have malicious intent. Yes, I do agree that it's who they are, but might not necessarily. And here's my example. Let's say I know people that feel the need to have a cheer team. Like I know people that feel the need to. They have a disagreement with somebody or have an issue with somebody, and they feel the need to have a cheer team. And what I mean by that is they feel the need to call other people on the phone and tell their side of the story and go over people's houses and tell their side of the story and basically villainizing.
Right. That's
you.
social media all day.
You know what I'm saying? Basically
Right.
villainizing you. And I don't necessarily think that it was with malicious intent. However, I do agree with it's who they are. But it may not have necessarily been with malicious intent. Like you have people that need that attention. You have people that see. I've never been the cheer team person. I've never been the person that needed to tell my side of the story. I've never been the type of person that needed people to understand my side. I don't care. I really don't care. And especially now in my life, I've come to a point where it's like, I'm used to being the villain in every story. So to hell with you. If you feel the need to have your cheer team and your cheer team believe what you say without ever even asking me what the hell happened, then y'all go for it.
I mean, yeah.
Well, for me, when we say betrayal, see, I feel that in order for it to be betrayal, it has to have a malicious intent. Otherwise, I look at it as a mistake or difference of opinion. But when I hear the terms betrayal, it just makes me feel someone is going out their way to cause you harm.
See, and that's the thing.
Because, I mean, if you're not doing it on purpose and I may not know that is betrayal to you or whatever. That's what I mean by a mistake. So I don't know, I'm throwing something out. What if I end up dating like one of your exes that I never knew was your ex and never knew you, I'm just throwing something out there, and never knew you had a don't date any exes clauses, because that's betrayal to you, and I dated an ex, you know.
Well,
if I ain't do it,
in order for it to be betrayal, both parties have to know what the rule is. Otherwise,
that's
it's not
why I
betrayal.
said it got to have some type of malicious intent. If I know for a fact that I shouldn't be doing this, and I'm doing it anyway, for like, what the hell with it? I don't care what they feel. That's what I look at.
So I feel like what you're getting to is like like for example, we best friends, and we've been best friends for 30 plus years. Now you get to pillow talking, and I'm like, dude, I confided in you. That was supposed to be between me and you, but you pillow talking with your boo.
Right.
But that's still unintentional betrayal, though.
How was it unintentional?
Well, because you pillow talking with your boo. Let's take that one.
We all pillow talk, but I know there's certain things that Mike was shared with me that is off limits for pillow talk. And if I go ahead and pillow talk that, then that, to me, that's betrayal. Because I'm like, the hell with how you feel.
But it could be something that you pillow talk, and it might be touchy, but it ain't. It's not red line. You know what I'm saying? However, no. But let me finish. However, now he's pillow talked it too, and I wish y'all to put the things on his mic because I can't stand that sound.
The popping.
Yeah. I wish. What was I saying? However, he pillow talks it to his girl, or you pillow talk to your girl, whatever the case may be, and now she looking at him sideways. Now, again, you had no malicious intent involved in this pillow talk. However, it is disrupting y'all relationship now because she don't want you hanging with him. It's disrupting, him being able to come over to the crib and stuff like that because she looking at him sideways. Whatever the story.
Yeah,
was,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It don't even have to be. It don't even have to be negative in connotation. It could just be something like, if I say something to somebody, I'm confiding in you, and you go and talk to that other person, somebody else, that like you betrayed our friendship,
right?
Because I was supposed to be able to confide in you.
Between us.
And I guess for me,
if I go out and tell my boo, like, yeah, Michael be in these streets, that's just Mike's street, and then she be like, I don't want you hanging around Michael no more.
But you done called Mike Street Didi your girl, so Mike might be offended.
But no, this is something I say to his face around other people.
But again, that does not stop the offense. For example,
well, that's why I say, if he come to me and be like, dang, dog, that's offensive, why you tell your girl that? Then that's something I could be like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Because I say Michael for the streets. I think betrayal is owned by the person. First of all, there's levels, absolutely. But I also think it's owned by the person that feels betrayed. Like, you know how in other episodes we've talked about, you don't get to decide how somebody reacts to something or how somebody responds to something. Betrayal falls into that. You don't get to decide when you do something, if I feel like you betrayed me in that process. You don't get to decide that. For example, let's say we get into an argument.
Okay.
Right? We get into an argument and you feel the need to go and gather other people in the argument, and you know what I'm saying, and
make your case stronger.
Right. So and so said this, and it was even about such and such. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you again building your cheer team, making your case stronger.
Right.
That can be seen as betrayal because it's like, dude, that was a conversation between me and you felt the need to villainize me or him or her, or whoever the case may be, in your rants. That can
I agree with you there. That can be
here's
a case of betrayal based off of who they share it with.
But okay, so here's a perfect scenario of what I think happens with that, and I'm not justifying it.
Shout out to City Nights, because this is actually really good.
This definitely
this is really good.
I have been guilty of sitting in a quote unquote forum where everybody's coming at me. rightfully so. It's an open forum coming at me, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You have the audacity to sit across here and act like you so perfect, but however, comma, let me remind
Not the however, comma.
However, comma, let me remind you that just 2 months ago, X, Y, and Z, ABC. Now everybody's sitting around pearl clenching like, I can't believe you just said that.
You mean
think about?
Okay, let me
think about at the table when we was discussing how Mike was like, Terry, would you please tell your wife? Like,
but that was betrayal, though. Because he took the secrets.
But everybody was doing. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about the whole betrayal. I feel like once your back is against the wall and you're trying to build your case or plead your case, sometimes you get caught up in it and you like, hold on. Especially if you're the one that everybody's ganging up on. You like, hold on. I know good and well you ain't trying to click up and gang up on me when you got X, Y, and Z. And let me tell you something. And let me tell you
that
something.
ain't betrayal. That's fair game. If we all sitting at a table and y'all all clicking up to come at me for something, that's fair game. You opened your mouth at me. Yeah. If we all at the table and the one person going at me and you like, I ain't in it. Okay, that's the difference. But once you jump in it, we all about to be in it. Yes, that ain't betrayal. That's that's around and found out. Yeah, mind your business.
Right. So that I feel like that's a lot of times what happened is like people trying to case build, people trying to prove a point, that and the other, or try to make themselves look a certain way and willing to sacrifice the person that this supposed to be your family, this supposed to be your right hand man, for what gain did you get from that? From telling this person this or saying this or not, or even actions. We spoke a lot about what people saying. I'm talking even actions. Like we joke and we play around all the time, but I promise you, if I'm ever in a scrap and you don't help me, dog,
it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a real problem.
We joke about it, and it's funny. Like, speaking of betrayal, I had this conversation with my husband last night because we were just talking about New York and everything, and you know what happened and how the trip was and everything. And I told my husband that I said, "Look, we can joke all we want, but if he ever for real do that, it's like." He ain't gonna get to the phone to call the police. And I'm gonna take that charge, and I'm gonna take that assault charge proudly because I'm gonna break my foot off in Ty's ass. I'm telling you, off rip. I'm breaking my foot. The moment I'm done handling this situation over here, I'm gonna break my foot because that's betrayal. Yeah. That's betrayal.
I am Charlie. Go get some help. Okay, that's me. I'm going to get the help.
I understand we grew up different. Look. You saw how we moved. Robin said, hey, let's go get this. Let's go get this so we can protect this. Like, that's just how we grew up. Like, when we went to the playground, if I came back and said Robin got into a fight and I did not help,
it was a problem.
Charlitha was throwing blows.
It was a problem.
It doesn't matter.
It was a problem.
Well, we was raised a little different. So if Robin got into a fight, then my helping consists of two things: trying to break it up, or get proper help. It ain't like we about to ride up in here. Go get the strap. No.
Why not, bro?
And what's funny is we laugh about this,
right?
But I really, really pray. See, there's two sides of this because there's a demonic hope in me that it does happen, but then there's no. Let me finish. Let me finish. There's a demonic hope in me that it does happen, but then there's a prayer that, okay, forgive my thoughts because I really don't want that to happen. But I hope we're in a situation where he getting his ass handed to him by somebody, and I'ma look and be like,
yeah,
let me go get help.
Right. Call 911. Well, if it's a woman and I'm fighting another dude, I don't want you jumping in, trying to break it up. Call 911.
No. That's not.
I would prefer take an ass whoop and then we share a kicking,
bro.
Like a
That-
chick? No.
Right.
Go get help.
we
I do
supposed to
not
share.
want my
Listen.
boo
Y'all let
jumping
us know in
Look,
the comments.
that's-
Like, how does that go? Like, because
listen.
I feel like if we rolling together,
I'm not about to let nobody dog walk my cousin.
I'm gonna let somebody
anybody.
dog walk him.
I'm
Break
not gonna
it
let
up.
no-
I'm telling you.
Listen,
You
I'm-
supposed
if it's
to
girl-
let
hold on,
somebody
if
dog
it's-
I'm
walk
gonna be
you.
on the
Hold
curb
on.
like world star.
If it's
And then post it so
Hold
we
on.
can get some new views.
hold on. If it's girl on girl fight. Let me say that. If it's girl on girl and it's a fight and it's 1-on-1 and it's evenly squared off,
Just break it up. Yeah,
Okay.
Call it a day.
but if it's some 6'2", 240 pound, nah, you not about nah.
Nah, I
'Cause
mean,
guess
yeah,
what?
if
Nah,
it's
I'm-
some dude trying to
No,
jump her, then
I'm
that's
talking about
different.
some of these girl dudes.
But-
No, you're not about to do that. I'm gonna step in and say, hey, back up. This ain't what you want.
I mean, how
back
often
up.
you gonna run into a 6'2", 200 and some pounds?
They
Let
out
me
there.
explain
Dude.
something to you. We've been in situations
Back
where I done had more than one chick try to run up on me. And Mike was literally the first person to step in the middle and be like, I'm tossing both of y'all.
Listen, it's
Period.
not gonna go the way
That
you
was
think.
your form of breaking it up.
So to me, it would be betrayal for me to be like, this ain't my plight. That I would be betraying my cousin, my family member.
Absolutely.
That's to me. That's
That
just,
you
That's
didn't fight.
betrayal.
that
That's
I didn't
betrayal.
fight. Yeah.
Well, unless it's some dude trying to get at you, or it's a group of chicks, I'll break it up and so we can get out of there. But I ain't trying to be fighting definitely no chicks.
They gonna hit you, Ty. And you gonna
I'm
have
sure
to
they
fight.
gonna hit
And you
me.
gonna what you gonna be like? Stop hitting me.
No,
Then you
I'll
in the
break
fight.
it up.
You
But
gonna-
and she gotta hit me hard enough for
You know
it
what,
to
though?
be bad enough for me to swing back.
You know what though, real talk, we got a comment and it says, Ty can't fight and is afraid to fight. I have no problem with him telling you who he is and what he will do. And I actually agree with that. And the reason
Wait, hold on. Who's-
the reason
who
I
said that
agree with
comment?
no, but let me tell you the reason I agree
Well,
with that.
her husband said, and
Let
I
me tell you-
can fight.
Let me tell you the reason I agree with
but I
that.
reserve my hands.
The
for
reason I
right.
agree the reason I
Go
agree
ahead.
with that is I know who and what I'm dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? We are traveling around the country now. And I know for 100% fact that this PU Negro ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm
Call
saying?
somebody.
I told y'all what I was gonna do.
But now we know what we're dealing with.
We know what we're dealing with.
I ain't about to.
So,
y'all
let me
the
ask you this.
aggressive too.
Let me ask you this.
We can't even drive in New. I mean, granted, New York traffic is bad. It's bad. I give it that. And they some harsh drivers without cussing. But y'all about to hoorah on the drivers. Now me and Angel gotta get out and fight too.
Yes.
Cause somebody cut y'all off. I mean, no.
Let's be first of
move
all,
on.
let's be very
It
clear.
wasn't just a cut off.
It wasn't just cut off.
Well,
The
you know.
rules of regular driving does not exist in New York. Let's be very clear about that.
It don't. It
The-
don't.
Like literally all the stuff. Like I wish I could go to New York with like those little books they give you in driver's training. They say the double yellow line
yeah.
means this, and you're supposed to stop here and like don't because none of that actually exists. Like I'm not really sure why they paid someone to put lines in the road in New York. Like
Yeah, they some.
it makes no sense to me. Y'all paid somebody
got
to do something
driving issues.
that y'all ignore on a regular. Like why do we do that? And them little scooter people,
Right.
them little moped people.
Yeah.
The moped, like that's all I'm gonna say is the moped people.
Don't betray my my license and my rights to drive in New York. Don't betray me that way. But
Listen,
let's
because
move
I
the-
feel betrayed.
So let's move the conversation forward. What I want to know this. What do you feel is forms of betrayal that can be overcome? Like we all know cheating is a betrayal. You
Right,
betray,
right.
I
You
mean-
betray my trust. We
I mean,
all know
there's-
that little white lies. You know
That ain't betrayal, little white lies.
because you care about their feelings.
No,
Anyway.
because to be honest, in every relationship, you little white lie here and there. You know, they may have a new hairdo.
See,
that
here's
you
the
don't
problem. They're not
100%
betrayal
like.
until they become betrayal. And that's the problem with betrayal. Like a lot of stuff is not considered betrayal until it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now you can sit here and say, well, a little white lie is not betrayal. However, it's not until it is. Like, and then you go home to your girlfriend and, you know, tell one of those little white lies, and then she found out you told this little white lie, and now it actually is betrayal. But in your mind, it didn't come with malicious intent.
Well,
and that's what I mean by betrayal is individualized to the person. Like, unfortunately, you don't get to decide what somebody else considers betrayal, because now you're in a situation going, it was just a little white lie, why you tripping? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, because I asked you and you still lied to me. Like, whether it's a big lie or a small lie, a lie is a lie.
But here's the thing,
and a lie ain't nothing for a Negro to tell.
So let's say this.
Just one quick thing. I get what Robin's saying, and something can always be more than what it is based off of someone else's feelings. And yes, you have to take their feelings into account when they share with you, when you did XYZ, it made me feel as if you were betraying me. You can't sit there and be like, I wasn't betraying you, blah, 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 and arguing about how they supposed to feel about the situation. 100% right, get it there. But that's why I say I feel like betrayal comes with malicious intent.
Slow down.
What I mean, I know. Sound it out. What I mean by little white lies that we all tell in relationships, and that could be betrayal to some people. I mean, they've been cooking their chicken with, I don't know. They could be boiling the chicken first, then frying it. And for years you be saying, baby, you got good chicken. You could cook chicken, to spare their feelings.
Nah.
Little white lie.
You ain't gonna poison me for decades, and I just sit up and take it.
So you
or they putting
that,
raisins in the potato salad.
We ain't doing that.
And you know,
I don't know if
that's what I'm considering like little white lie.
The person that's doing the betraying, would that be considered the betrayee?
Betrayer.
The betrayer.
Right.
So do you think that, and I'm going to flip it here because everybody know the ultimate betrayal was like, no, I don't even know Jesus.
Right.
But you roll with him through the...
no, the ultimate betrayal was go get this cat.
Right,
like that was the ultimate betrayal. The second step betrayal was I don't know Jesus.
Right. So I'm thinking like to myself, like, how, like they about to kill me if I say that I know you. That's like me saying, somebody walk up to me and be like, you Robin cousin? And I'm knowing like, hold on, this don't sound right. This ain't are you Robin cousin because you want to know me? This like, Robin done something and we about to get payback through you. And if I be like, nah.
See, okay, so here's my thing.
Who Robin is.
Robin who?
I'm
Robin who?
Like, am I wrong at that point?
Okay, one, I would say it was Peter that did it, wasn't it? So Peter was wrong because I would say the only reason he betrayed Jesus.
It's the fact that he had to ask.
No, that Jesus was perfect and didn't do nothing to nobody. For you to say, nah, I don't know him to try to save your butt, that's betrayal.
No,
but wait a minute. But if Mike go out, rob somebody, shoot up their house, kill their kids, and now the people that's coming to get some get back come to me like, do I know Mike? Nah,
now you gotta. First of all, First of all, if we're gonna use the Bible, we gotta make this clear. Jesus didn't consider what Peter did betrayal. He just said you was going to deny me. He didn't say you betraying me. Because at the end of the day, Peter became one of the top,
for sure.
The top dogs on the line. Like, let's be very clear about that. So that was never a betrayal. It was just like, dude, he kind of called them out because Peter was like, when he said, I'm going to get crucified, Peter was the first one that stood up and was like, nah, we going to ride for you, Jesus. If they come up here, we going to do X, Y, Z. And Jesus was like, hold on, pimp.
Hold on, player.
Hold on, pimp.
I know your real vibe.
Let's be real because they going to ask you about it. They going to ask you about me 3 times before the sun come up and you going to be like, I don't know that dude 3 times. So let's not act like you riding like that. But again, it wasn't betrayal. It was more so like he was pulling his coattail. Like, let's stop pretending like when it come down to taking these whips and taking these nails, you gonna rattle, you gonna go get on that cross with me because you're not gonna do it. That's not betrayal. That's knowing who you're dealing with per Ty. Like I said, what Ty is considered, what Ty is saying that he's gonna do is not betrayal. What will actually happen is when the situation occurs, if the situation ever occurs, and I pray to God it does not, if the situation ever occurs, first of all, I don't expect him to help.
Right, so we can't say
Now,
he didn't tell us.
Why
He didn't
y'all
tell-
keep saying you don't expect me to help?
Now-
Say you don't expect me to jump.
Now,
in
here's
it.
the thing.
I'm
Now,
gonna
here's
help.
the thing. Now, the difference is what I do after that situation occurs. Now, I'll tell you this. It may not be betrayal, however, comma, it's going to end that relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you didn't betray me. You told me exactly who you were. However, comma, the band breaking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not betrayal. Like, you told me I know who you are and what you are.
But then can we really be mad at him for it?
Why are y'all ninjas using me? Y'all the Who Riders? Y'all the Peters?
No.
Y'all the one-
Let me tell you why we're
y'all
not the Peters.
body ones.
Because the reason we're not the Peters is because we mean what we say and we've proven it.
Well, I'm saying the Peters as saying it ahead of time.
But the difference between us is we've never denied each other. We've always proven what's gonna happen. Somebody run up and get done up.
Yeah, somebody
We've-
run up.
we've
Somebody
proven-
got to call 911 and somebody got to break it up.
First of all, let me explain something to you about this 911 thing. Because I think that's the part I have a problem with. It's the 911 part I have a problem
Right.
with. And the reason the 911 part is something I have a problem with is because I don't need you involving the police. And I'm going to
Yeah,
say that
yeah, you
right
gotta
now.
break it down.
I'm going to say,
You
no,
gotta break
there
it
is
down.
no breakdown to that. There is no
It
breakdown.
is a breakdown.
No, there's not. No, there's not. I'd rather you sit your scary ass on the set and not do nothing than to get me, Mike, and them ninjas locked up.
Because we going in.
Because I'm
bro.
telling you, we going in.
We going
We
in,
going in.
And that's the okay. So
We going in.
That's where we see things differently.
Okay.
Unless it is okay. So let's just take family, kids, wife, some serious situations. You know,
Ty, would
know
you
that
kill for
like
your
that.
kids?
Absolutely, they're my babies. I'm gonna do anything to protect my kids, but I'm not gonna be in a situation where I don't know. And I'm just throwing this
If
out.
your kids
Somebody-
committed murder, would you keep their secret?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow.
That is a good one.
Wow.
Cause wrong is wrong. now.
Wow.
No. What if so?
I
you
can't
gonna
even be
keep-
offended.
No.
He don't even ride for his own. That's
No.
all he's telling me. Like,
Yeah, so-
I
but
can't
see,
be offended.
because-
Like,
No,
you
if
don't
your
ride for what
kids-
you made.
If your kids commit murder, your kids could be the next Jeffrey Dahmer, and you gonna let them keep committing murder and killing people just because they your kids? No, no.
Okay, so
you
I
know
can
you
cannot. I don't
no.
agree, but I can understand his logic because I think what in Ty's world, it's like you made that decision. It ain't on me to this, that, and other. Now for me, if a situation occur, here's what I say. It's on something like that. Robin come to me, and this is just hypothetical. Robin
Right.
come to me and say, "Hey, Mike, I'm in the thick of it. First thing is, you ain't got to give me the details. Do you need to still live in the States, or we need to try to get you out of the States? Don't tell me nothing, but just
Plausible
tell
deniability.
what do you need to be here, or you need to be there?
Okay, see, that's
Plausible
a
deniability.
difference. It's a different if you need
mindset.
my help to help you escape somewhere and I don't know what's going on. But if we, and I hate to use murder as an example, but I mean, if it was my kids or, okay, let's say you're in a situation.
Your
if
son
my
run
kids-
in and said, "Dad, I don't know
If
what
my
happened."
son-
The
It
gun
got out
went
of
off.
hand.
It
Yeah,
got out
I
of
made a
hand.
mistake. I can get that. But if my son, let's say married or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he got upset at his wife or something and intentionally went to go murder his wife
turning
and
him
his
in.
kids, that's a whole different situation. You made a choice to go out there and cause harm to
somebody else.
To somebody
I'm
else.
turning you in.
Mistake is different from
Not I'ma let
a
you get
choice.
caught.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna turn you in, but that's a whole different conversation. Straight murder And like murder and manslaughter is two different things to me. Manslaughter, can be a mistake. It just spurred a moment and stuff like that.
Murder can be spurred a moment as well.
Murder one
Right,
is the one. I don't know the rules, but if you in there, if my boy is planning to murder somebody, he's setting out the plans and all the details, you know, and then go out to do it.
Right.
No.
Okay.
That's a whole different situation because I could be next.
Ty is about self-preservation at all times. It's self-preservation. It's self-preservation at all times.
I think Ty will win like Survivor because he would have no alliances
with nobody.
Nobody.
He don't care about nobody. It's like, self-preservation with Ty.
I would have alliances, but right is right, you know.
Okay.
And wrong is wrong. And just because it's your kid, it's mistakes and wrong is way two different things.
Yeah. I mean, to tie it back into this whole betrayal thing, like I had said in the beginning, like, I be glad when I see, like, I be looking for that. Like, I tell people all the time, I expect the worst. That's what I expect, and I hope for the best. Like, most people be like, man, I'm optimistic. No. I expect certain things, and I don't get excited about certain things. I don't have any expectations. So when you show me who you are, that's why I don't get upset. Like, people be like, how you so calm about somebody doing you like that? I'm glad you showed me that because now I know I don't got to deal with that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to deal with it no more.
But there is certain betrayals that come out of nowhere. Oh, there's certain betrayals that come out of nowhere that can be you looked at the worst but expected the best, and it came out of nowhere. Like the betrayal of cheating. We get married, we get in relationships. I don't think none of us go in a relationship and just be like, well, I expect her to cheat on me one day. You know, that could be.
Well, I agree with you to a certain extent, but like I'm gonna be totally honest with you right now. Like I have zero expectations when it comes to relationships, serious and that. I think everybody cheats. And I know people be like, that's just wrong.
Or everybody has cheated once in their life.
I don't put nothing past nobody, both men and women. So I have zero expectations, and I'm not gonna fool myself to believe that there's this white picket fence with the snow dog, the dogs, and the happily ever after and this, that, and the other. I personally feel like this is just me. It's not for anybody else. I just feel like people are so quick to fold, and with their unhappiness, the betrayal comes just like that. And it don't take much. The betrayal could come in the form of, oh, you didn't tell me I look good today, and 20 other dudes told me I look good today.
Or shit talking about me on Facebook.
Anything. Anything. And it just creeps in there, and you just like, I don't care. I have zero expectations. That's why people be like, Mike, you so nonchalant, you don't care about this, that, and the other. This is where I am. And it's just because I'm not going to set myself up because I've seen so much and so much stuff has happened that's why I'm like nonchalant to the betrayal. It's just like, I expect you to do some effed up stuff. At some point.
But that's a doggone shame. We got
that
to
is a
like
hard
that.
way.
Like that's a dog.
But
that's a
to go into a relationship.
That's a hard way to live.
But you don't.
Because you don't have any belief or shed of faith or expectation in anybody.
But at the same time, you've been let down so much before till you numb to it now. Like I'm really numb to it. Like
I get it.
Like you just used to it. You just like everything that I've tried, everything that I've done, any relationships, friendships. People be like, dude, you are a horrible friend. But when you there, I'm there. But it's like I don't set myself up because I don't know where else to go. People tell me all the time, like, dude, you fucking suck.
But I get what you're saying and stuff like that. And that is, like Robin said, that's hard to live that way because it puts yourself in a steady middle ground. You never have a lot of joy never have lows. You're just living life just flat line.
Yeah. It's tough, bro. Like I agree. That's like
that's tough.
That's tough, and it's not to have or portray that I don't believe in certain people or I don't trust certain people, because there are people involved in my life that I'm like, I know for a fact they solid. I know for a fact they got the best interest at the heart. But if something doesn't pan out, I compare it to the lowest of lows, and I'm like, it's not that bad. It's your
simply, coping mechanism.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, like I don't worry about betrayal. I don't worry about trusting or any of that. It's just like I expect the worst and hope for the best. If you show me the best, we good, we solid. But I'm not gonna get excited like, oh my God, I met somebody new. We're having a grand old time. We're having this, that, and other.
So how do you overcome betrayal?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It really depends on the type of betrayal. Because, like Mike said, some people can get over that betrayal of cheating, some cannot, and it's just absolutely
I think us men
done.
On some real stuff, us men, we not as forgiving.
No.
When it comes to cheating,
when it comes to cheating, lying. You made a mistake. And
however,
hung out with my homeboy.
however, y'all be the same ones that expect us
we do
to be extremely forgiving.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
I messed up once, and you'll be like, but if I mess up once, you ready to be absolutely positively done with me. There's nothing I can say, but you want to be able to look at me and be like, no, but it was just this one time and I messed up.
Right.
I just wanted
to
to see if me and her still had a connection. Ninja, you still cheated.
Well, let me ask you this.
But I can tell you why us guys do that.
Go ahead.
I can tell you absolutely why. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying we don't do it. And the reason why we look at cheating is worse when you guys do it versus when we do it is the opportunity. Like, you have more opportunities to get with a guy with no effort whatsoever than we do. So that's why we look at it as it's totally different. We had to work hard to cheat. You just had to say doors open.
Which is why I think it should be the other way around, because it was a plethora for us, and you actually put work in to get this broad. Like, you actually you went hard in the paint. You actually put the press on to get this broad.
Right. So
but I mean, like I say, it's one of those things. With you, right? We don't take cheating that well. 9 times out of 10 is a wrap. But when you say, okay, how do you get over betrayal? I mean,
so I'm at the point in my life where the betrayals that I can't get over are different than they used to be.
Okay.
I'm at a point in my life that the betrayals I can't get over are, I don't want to say the small ones, but it's almost kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get over you talking shit about me behind my back at this point in my life. I can't get over, you know what I'm saying, you talking shit about me, you know what I'm saying, trying to gain your cheer team at this point in my life. I can't get over, you know what I'm saying, you taking shots at me on Facebook at this point in my life. And I don't think it's because these things are big for me. I just think it's because the shit's petty for me. And if that's where you're willing to go, I don't need to be fucking with you.
That's 4.
I'm sorry.
She passed.
I'm sorry.
She said at least 4 shit.
I'm sorry.
But no, like, here's my thing, and this is just a message to any and everybody when it comes to Mike Jones, because I can only speak for me. If you have an ought against your brother,
go directly
to your brother. Like, don't
the streets.
Don't send me no subliminals. Don't send me don't go talk behind my back. Don't go get a cheer team. If you grown and consider yourself grown, sit down, have a conversation with me, and we can work through it. Otherwise, that's some PAS.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's
okay.
some PAS.
I had to look. Wait a minute.
Some
I had to go.
Yeah, and I don't F with that, because here's the thing. Why? To me, that's like tucking your tail. Let me throw this out there. Let me put this over here.
That's something
Let me-
girls do.
That's so elementary, so high school that you got to go around and try to get everybody to be in cahoots with you instead of sitting down like a grown person and say, "Hey, Ty, look, hey, bro, when you do X, I don't rock with that. What's up with that?
Right.
And we sit down and have
Right.
a conversation. Hey, Robin, like, I get it, blah 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 blah. Let's have a conversation." Like that going to social media,
So,
that
I
that
think-
doing all
I
this,
hate social media.
So,
that going behind
it's
my
funny
back,
because
talking to other people.
One of the things that one of the things that I've learned about people, though, and just straight up learned about people. First of all, my daddy used to say something that really hit home to me, especially lately. A hit dog, a holler.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up. My daddy used to say that all the time. And it wasn't until my adult years that I realized that, no, for real, a hit dog will holler. Because you could be done said or did something that was completely, like, literally when you said and did it, you wasn't thinking about no damn body. You wasn't considering no damn body. It was some shit that was like, you know what? Yep, I agree with that. And again, we talking social media. I agree with that. Okay, repost it. Boom, it is what it is. I didn't make the post. I reposted, right? But then you get somebody that hit dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You done stepped on the toe of that hit dog. And now that hit dog coming for you, and you like, I wasn't coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at no point was I coming for you. But a hit, again, my dad used to say it all the time, a hit dog will holler. And at that point, because the hit dog feeling some kind of way about something that you said or did that may or may not have had anything to do with them, not a hit dog coming hard at you. And you sitting there going, okay, well, since you want to do this, because I'm that person. I'm the since you want to do this person. Like, because it could be some stuff that I
Right.
had no intention on even
addressing.
making a big deal out of, addressing or nothing. But since you want to do this,
Back to my statement
Right.
about the whole "you coming for me."
like, but
Yeah.
since this what you want to do, let's go ahead and do that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get it, and I agree with you. My whole thing is when it comes to betrayal, when we talk about what betrayal can you get over, for me, there's a lot I can get over. I'm real easygoing. The one things that I can't get over is when somebody purposely go out their way to try to hurt me.
Ninja,
You
I
know-
will delete a person on Facebook in a minute.
Yeah, then
you know how many people I ain't
can't-
friends with on Facebook?
I can't rock with you.
That I
You
will see
purposely made a
every
plan?
I can see you every day and not be friends with you on
Right.
Facebook. And it's because that's where you decided to air your grievances with me. So I'm not giving you the audience.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that person.
I completely
I
cut
will
'em out,
take
too.
your
Yeah.
audience. Like, if you decide that Facebook is where you gon' go hard at me at and send subliminal posts and post shit about me and this, if that's where you decide that's gonna happen, check your friends list. I bet we ain't friends no more.
But here,
Well, yeah,
I
I do
will
that all
take
the
it from-
time.
I
here's
will take it from
Here's
you.
another caveat to that. Like, you have to be careful with this. There's people who don't go to social media, but they'll go to the
church.
the church or
That part.
Spread
But
it
listen,
around
hold
in the
on.
church.
The person
spread
next
it
to you.
around in the social
the
group.
That
person
part.
next
Yep.
to you
That part.
and they want to get your message off to that person, but through you. I'm not your
Oh,
messenger.
That part.
I'm not your messenger.
That part.
But be very, very clear that the person that you're talking to me about and having this conversation with, I probably have a better alliance to them than you think that I do.
Period.
So
Period.
guess what you need to do?
Period.
Keep me out your mess.
Either keep me out your
Period.
mess.
Because
Or
I ain't gonna
and-
be on your side, dude.
Don't be mad.
I'm not gonna be
Don't
on your
be mad.
If
side.
it don't work
I'm
out
not gonna
in
be
your
on your
way.
side.
in your favor.
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
be mad when it don't work out in your favor. And I've been victim of that. Like, I'm like, look, listen.
I don't want to be in that.
Listen.
I don't want to be in that.
Listen. So you gotta be careful when it comes to betrayal overall. Like we said, it's levels to it.
Oh yeah.
It's subjective, like you said, like, hey, what can you withstand? But like I said, like, even with me having the stands that I have, the one thing that I will say that will really just make me, I will be shocked, is that you don't stand up for me. Like, you don't go to bat for me And I'm not saying wrong, right, or indifferent. I'm just saying, like, you know me for so long, but you don't go to bat for me. You don't stand up for me. Wrong, right, or indifferent. You don't tell me I'm wrong. You don't. You just
just let you go out there and
willy-nilly.
Right. When they know you're effing up, just let you F up.
Any of that, like,
right.
You won't pull my coattail.
None of that. Like that. That'll be like,
kind of like a.
If I see you going down the
setup, kind of like if they was what did it kind of dry setting you up, trying to be like, well, I ain't do nothing, but you saw me out there about to rob the bank,
or you saw me just going down the wrong road. You know what I'm saying? You saw my path getting shady. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't consider yourself, you want to sit up and smile in my face and be my friend, but you obviously wasn't friend enough to be like, my dog, this ain't it. Yeah. This ain't it. Right. And I gotta agree. That's probably the one that bothers me the most. Like, I've always said, like, I don't have a bunch of friends now because I don't want yes men around me. Right. Like, I need people around me to be like, my dog, you was wrong. Right. And you know what I'm saying? Whether I felt like I was wrong or not, or you know what I'm saying? Whether I was wrong in this part, but not this part, like, you need to be able to say, like, no, I understood what you were doing. I understand where you were coming from. However, you know what I'm saying? You probably could have did that a little differently, and I can accept that.
Let's not make a mistake of mistaking that as a betrayal. No, I'm trying to get you back on your square.
Right.
I'm not betraying you. I see something that you get, that you're going down this road. I'm not betraying you. I'm actually a spokesperson. I'm actually a advocate of getting you back, because if I didn't care, I just throw my hands
that takes me back around to everybody have a right to their feelings, but that doesn't mean your feelings are right. So you may feel like I'm betraying you, but pimping, not this time.
Not this time. Like, you could be out of pocket. Right. You could be out of pocket. You could be.
All right, fellas, we got 3 minutes left. Let's hit them final thoughts. Mike Jones, what you got?
So, I mean, like I said, like, I'm one of them people who, you know, like I said, betrayal, I prefer for somebody to be who they are up front. The sooner I know, the better off I am. If you don't like me because of X, Y, and Z, if you a racist, if you do backstabbing, if you this, that, and the other, if you a scammer, whoever you are,
show me
so that I can govern myself accordingly. Don't get me 10 years invested in anything and this, that, and the other, and then you show me. Like, nah, like, show me who you are up front, because I already feel like a certain way. I don't expect anything. So the sooner I know, the better off I am. And the last thing I'm gonna say is that everybody is not trying to betray you. They just trying to give you a little piece of gain to get you back on square. So don't be so quick to classify it as betrayal. Hear the person out, maybe get a second opinion, you know, this, that, and the other, and be receptive to it. Like, I can hear what somebody is saying, and I can kind of understand if they really got my best interest at heart, if they're trying to get me back on a certain path, or they just, you know, on some BS. But make sure that, you know, the ultimate person that you don't ever want to betray is the father. So
for sure,
make sure.
Ty?
Michael pretty much covered everything, made me forget what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just say, just choose your friends wisely. You know, be careful of who you hanging around with. Understand who you hang around with. And if you call that person a friend, be an adult enough to have a conversation with them and let them know if they're going the wrong way, or if you have a grievance, that y'all talk about it without involving all the wrong people just to get you some cheerleaders.
Right, so, or the police.
Whatever.
So
you want to be saved, or you want to do some time?
I'm a piggyback off Ty's. That whole cheerleader thing is whack. It's whack. It's whack. The biggest way to piss me off is trying to gain a cheer team. Like, the very first time I have to hear from Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike a situation that we went through because you decided to tell your side of the story, I'm pretty much done at that point. Like I'm done. I'm done. And I've proven that plenty of times since this year has started. Like I've plenty of times I've proven that since this year has started, because I don't have the patience at this point in my life anymore to keep defending myself. Yup, I did it. Yup, I'm the villain. I am whoever the hell you said I am. I did whatever the hell you said I did, and it kind of is what it is for me.
Right.
I'm tired at this point in my life. I've absolutely 100% just had enough at this point in my life. So the cheerleading thing, the cheer team thing, trying to feel like you need to gain alliances with people and you need to tell your side of the story to people to make me look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't take accountability for the shit you did.
That's sex.
I'm done. I'm done defending myself. I have owned the title of the villain in every story. And the fellas know that I say that all the time now. Like, nah, I'm okay being the villain in every story. I'm used to it at this point. But I will cut you off. And literally, I don't think there's many people that's excluded from. I don't mess with you like that.
Right.
I don't F with you.
So it is what it is.
There you go. Well,
You little stupid
let's talk
ass.
about this a little more. Before we get out of here.
Yes. This City Nights vodka. It is hemp infused flavored vodka. We got the honey apple and hemp, the pineapple lemonade and hemp, the ginger honey and hemp. I have tagged City Nights vodka in the comments. Make sure y'all follow them on their social medias. Make sure y'all check out their website. Make sure y'all are ordering from them because the stuff is delicious. We literally mixed the pineapple lemonade and hemp with lemonade. That was it.
Yeah.
We didn't do nothing special to it. We just mixed it with lemonade and it was absolutely delicious. It was refreshing. Really, really good vodka. Really smooth vodka. It didn't burn, anything like that. So make sure y'all check out City Nights Vodka.
Yes, I can't wait to join us on Instagram. I think we're gonna take a couple shots and see what it's like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Make sure y'all join us and follow us on Instagram, because JOO is about to start doing our Black Spirits highlights, and it'll be highlighting a different Black owned spirit brand. Not sure how often we're gonna do it, but we're gonna start highlighting different Black owned spirit brands. So make sure y'all following us on Insta as well.
For sure.
Yipper.
All right, fellas, great show.
Great show. Great topic.
Tired from New York. Still
We
ain't
got through it.
recovered.
We got
Still
through
ain't
it.
recovered. However, Taste of Black Spirits Brooklyn was everything I imagined it to be, then some.
Right.
The turnout was amazing. New York, y'all party different than we do in
Yeah.
Detroit. Like,
Listen.
I've seen Taste of Black Spirits numerous times here in Detroit. Taste of Black Spirits Brooklyn was different. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
y'all vibe is
yeah,
different. Y'all
yeah.
party different. Y'all used to just getting it
It
in.
is
So shout out
much,
to Brooklyn.
It is so much content that's floating around with Taste of Black Spirits. Just hashtag it, search it, go to JOO page. I mean, it's people posting stuff for that. Like, it's crazy.
Yes.
It's content everywhere. So if you missed it and you wasn't there, if you just kind of want to recap and see some stuff, make sure you follow the JOO page. Make sure you follow Taste of Black Spirits, and the event and everything like that. We're gonna work on putting some stuff out, so y'all can kind of see. You can go to our YouTube page if you want to see all the brand interviews that we did. If you want to catch some photos and stuff like that, just kind of see. Make sure y'all go and check out the content, share it, like it, subscribe it, and most importantly, when the next one come,
Make sure you there.
make sure you're there.
Be there.
Be there. Or
Be there. Y'all, this has
Right.
been Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Mike.
And Ty.
Peace.
Deuces.